You find yourself in the heat of the moment, heart pounding, every touch igniting a fire. But in the back of your mind, a voice whispers, is this love or just lust? It's a question that leaves many spiraling. We've all been there, lost in the intoxicating pull of desire, confusing the rush of physical attraction with something deeper. Lust hits you fast, raw, and unfiltered. It consumes your thoughts, pulling you into its current. Love, though, love sneaks up quietly. It's patient, steady, but in a world obsessed with instant gratification, how can you tell the difference? The fear creeps in. What if it's only lust? What if the fire fizzles, leaving nothing behind? The lines between lust and love blur, making it easy to fall into the trap of mistaking one for the other. Yet, beneath the surface, there's always a truth, if you're willing to listen. Lust might sweep you off your feet, but love builds a foundation, brick by brick. It's time to explore what happens when lust turns into love and why that shift is more than just a chemical reaction. Ready to dive in? Defining lust, the unquenchable fire. Lust is the spark that sets the soul ablaze. It's raw, primal, and hits without warning. You lock eyes with someone, and in that instant, your pulse races, your body moves before your mind catches up. It doesn't ask for permission. It overwhelms, sweeps you up like a wildfire, demanding to be fed. But here's the thing about fire. It consumes. Lust is not patient. It's impulsive, chaotic, driven by a desire to possess, to claim what's in front of you right now. It doesn't care about tomorrow, only the thrill of the present moment. There's no room for logic, for reason, just the craving, the hunger that pulls you closer. It's easy to get lost in this inferno, mistaking the heat for something deeper. Lust can feel like love in disguise, like that magnetic force is somehow connected to your soul. But that's where the confusion lies. Lust doesn't ask, how are you? Or what are your dreams? It doesn't nurture. It doesn't care about your vulnerabilities. Lust just wants. And when it's had its fill, it moves on. But people confuse it because, in those fiery moments, lust mimics love's intensity. You feel something so strong that you believe it must be more. But the truth is, lust is surface level. It's the thrill of the chase, the excitement of the unknown. Love digs deeper. Lust burns hot, but love builds the flame that lasts. And that's where the real journey begins. The nature of love, deep roots in the soul. Love doesn't rush. It's not the lightning strike of lust, the unquenchable blaze that leaves you breathless. No, love is the slow, steady burn that settles deep within your soul. It's the warmth that lingers long after the fire has died down, the kind that sustains you on even the coldest nights. While lust thrives on intensity, love builds its strength in quiet moments. It's in the shared silences, the unspoken understanding between two people. Love is a journey, not a destination, a path that requires patience, commitment, and most of all, vulnerability. You don't just fall in love, you grow into it. It takes time to nurture, to deepen, to plant its roots so far into your soul that it becomes a part of who you are. Trust is love's backbone. Unlike lust, which survives on thrill and immediacy, love flourishes in knowing someone sees you, truly sees you, and still chooses to stay. It's built in the cracks of vulnerability, in the moments when you reveal your flaws, your scars, your fears, and the other person holds space for them without judgment. That's where love finds its strength, not in perfection, but in acceptance. The emotional high of lust fades as quickly as it came, leaving emptiness in its wake. But love doesn't crash. It grounds you, stabilizes you, gives you something to hold on to when life gets tough. It nourishes your emotional well-being in a way lust never can. Lust is a fleeting thrill, but love is a foundation, steady, dependable, and real. While lust may dazzle you with its bright flame, it's love that will warm your heart in the long run, the one that keeps you steady through the storms of life. Lust fades, love endures. When lust and love collide, there's a moment, subtle but profound, when something begins to shift. What once was pure, unbridled lust, driven by attraction, desire, and passion, starts to evolve. It's no longer just about the way they look or the way they make your heart race. Suddenly, it's about who they are, their essence, the way they make you feel seen and understood. The fire of lust doesn't die, it deepens. This is when physical attraction gives way to emotional connection. You're no longer just drawn to their body, you're pulled towards their mind, their heart. The laughter you share starts to mean more, the conversations become richer, and the silence between you becomes comfortable. Slowly, what was once only about chemistry begins to grow into something more profound, something lasting. It's an inner shift, an awakening. The desire doesn't disappear, it transforms. What you once wanted from them physically becomes inseparable from the way they make you feel emotionally. Lust burns bright, but as it deepens into love, it becomes warmer, more meaningful. It's no longer just about wanting to be with them, it's about needing to know them, understand them, and share in something real. This is where lust and love collide, blending into a bond that's both passionate and profound. The role of vulnerability in the transformation. Vulnerability is the bridge between lust and love. It's the key that unlocks the deeper connection, turning fleeting passion into something lasting and real. But it's also terrifying. To let someone see past the walls you've built, to expose the parts of you that are raw and unguarded, that's where true intimacy begins. And that's where the transformation happens. Lust is easy. It doesn't require you to open up, to reveal your fears, insecurities, or dreams. It thrives on surface-level excitement, on the rush of the moment. But love asks for more. It asks for honesty, for the willingness to let someone in, even when it scares you. Vulnerability is frightening because it comes with risk. The risk of rejection, the fear that if you show your true self, they might not stay. But here's the truth. Love cannot grow without vulnerability. It's like a garden that needs care and attention to flourish. You can't plant seeds and expect flowers to bloom without nurturing them. In the same way, love needs openness. Moments where you share your heart, where you let someone see the real you, and in return, they let you see them. When two people are vulnerable with each other, something magical happens. Lust fades into the background and love begins to take root. It's no longer just about desire, it's about connection, trust, and the shared understanding that you've seen each other's souls and chosen to stay. Vulnerability turns the fire of lust into the foundation of love, where something beautiful can grow. Emotional depth, the difference between want and need. Lust is a hunger, a desire to possess. It craves the moment, the thrill of touch, the rush of instant gratification. But lurking beneath that desire is a hidden loneliness. Lust is fleeting. No matter how intense, it eventually leaves you wanting more, never quite satisfied. It's a desire to have, but not to hold. It's driven by a need to fill a void, even if just for a little while. Love, on the other hand, is something entirely different. Love isn't about possession, it's about connection. Where lust seeks to take, love seeks to give. Love doesn't just want someone, it needs them, not in a desperate, clingy way, but in a way that speaks to the soul. It's a recognition that the other person brings meaning and depth to your life. Love fulfills because it nourishes, because it creates a bond that goes beyond the surface. In lust, the mind is constantly reaching, yearning for what it doesn't have. In love, there's a quiet peace, a feeling that, even in the other person's absence, you are still connected. Love grows deeper with time. filling the spaces that lust cannot. The key to recognizing emotional growth is in understanding this difference. Lust may excite, but love grounds. Lust may ignite a fire, but love tends to it, keeping it alive long after the initial spark. It's the difference between wanting someone and truly needing their presence in your life for reasons that go far beyond the physical. Can lust really turn into love? Absolutely, but it's not a straight path. People often think lust is shallow and love is deep, and that the two never meet. But that's not entirely true. Lust can evolve, but it requires more than just chemistry. It requires effort, honesty, and time. When two people are willing to move beyond just physical attraction and invest in understanding each other, that's when lust can begin to transform. The first key factor is emotional connection. As time goes on, you start to care about more than just how someone looks or how they make you feel in the moment. You begin to care about their well-being, their thoughts, their dreams. You start sharing pieces of yourself that you normally wouldn't reveal, and in return, they share with you. This exchange of vulnerability is where love starts to grow. Another factor is trust. Lust doesn't require trust. Love does. As you build trust with someone, you let go of the fear that they're only with you for superficial reasons. You begin to feel valued, not just for how you look or what you offer physically, but for who you are as a person. This is where doubts start to fade. And look out for the subtle signs. You start prioritizing their happiness over fleeting desires. Conversations become more meaningful, and you genuinely miss their presence, not just their touch. These are the markers that show lust is becoming something deeper, something real. The role of time, patience, and navigating the journey between lust and love. Love and lust operate on different timelines. Lust is quick, an instant spark that ignites desire. But love requires patience. It grows slowly, deepening with time and shared experiences. The emotional connection that transforms lust into love isn't something that happens overnight. It requires the nurturing of trust, understanding, and vulnerability. It's in those quiet moments of togetherness, the ones that don't demand immediate gratification, that love takes root and strengthens over time. But along the way, challenges arise. The transition from lust to love can be confusing, full of emotional ups and downs. You may fear that love, in its slower, more steady form, could lose the excitement that lust brings. It's easy to worry that the intensity will fade. But here's the truth. Lust and love can coexist. They are not mutually exclusive. Lust brings the fire, the spark that keeps things exciting, while love offers the stability and depth that truly fulfills. With time and patience, you learn to navigate this space between lust and love. You embrace both, understanding that the thrill of desire can enhance the profound connection of love. The journey may not always be easy, but it's one worth taking. Just like a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly, lust can evolve into love, beautiful and lasting, if you give it the time and trust it deserves. If you found this video insightful, subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into mental health and emotional well-being. Let's grow together, one step at a time. Thanks for watching.